Hi. I should be live. I wanted to try to like time this music with the going live thing. Let me just do a little bit of setting up, because I have to pop out chat and dock it. Bah. Okay, that should work. And now I'm going to tweet out that I am live. Alright, that should be good. How's it going? As the title says, I'm planning to make a Grimace horror game, because there's a big meme, if you will, of people, especially on TikTok, it's mainly on TikTok, people drinking the Grimace shake and then dying. It doesn't make much sense. Here, I have some in my downloads folder, because I found some, what's it called? I found, like, compilations of some of them on Twitter. Where are they? I have a bunch of stupid stuff downloaded. Come on. It's hard to tell from just the funny thumbnails, but it should be. Oh, I found it. Or I found one of them. Okay. Gonna pause this, and then I should pull this up. If I can. Window capture. Oh, it got it. Perfect. It's above me. There we go. It's not gonna show anything, is it? Of course not. Okay, hold on. 'Cause I'm seeing stuff. Game capture of VLC, maybe? Okay, that one seems to be working better. It's like this, I gotta move it and scale it and stuff. Okay. I wanted to make sure that like it would be sized correctly, but this one has a funny FNAF song in it. But just it might give you an idea of what the meme is. Try not to lose your head. Prepare for the horrors. This night will keep repeating over and over and over until you make it to the end. They hide around the corners. You better feel your eyes and keep looking over your shoulder, 'cause you'll never be alone again. So that's the funny meme. That's one of the big compilations. There's another one that I have, but I can't seem to find it. It's less memorable. The thumbnail is. Oh wait, is this it?
New Grimace shake. Happy birthday.
Yeah. This just.
Got the new Grimace shake. Let's see what that bit tastes like. That's just like. PP time.
Oh.
Hey guys, today we're gonna be trying the new Grimace shake from McDonald's. Happy birthday, Grimace.
Happy birthday, Grimace. So yeah, so those are the funnies. Those are the funny jokes. I'm gonna put the music back on. So, yes, so that's, kind of inspiration for this, I'm gonna say. But to make a game, first, you kind of really gotta plan it. At least I do, right? Like, I feel like I need every single little meticulous detail planned out, so that... Or not every single little meticulous detail, but I need, like, a very clear picture of what I'm doing. Like, I need to be able to kind of picture it in my head, what the game will look like, and then I can translate that into Godot and, you know, Blender and stuff. Because a game is a big thing, right? You can't just say, oh, it's gonna be a shooting game. It's gonna be like, well, where's the gun gonna be? Is it gonna be a movement shooter? Is it gonna be a cover shooter? Is it gonna be a boomer shooter? Like, there's all these types of things. You can't just say, oh, a first-person shooter where you shoot with where you use a vacuum instead of a gun. You gotta be like, okay, well, is it gonna be like a movement shooter where you use the suction from the vacuum to, like, grapple up walls and stuff? Or is it gonna be like a boomer shooter where maybe you only have, maybe the vacuum is, like, decently close range or something? Like, it's a not mess, but it's complex. So, I'm going to open up Notepad. Show that. There it is. Whoa. And actually, make sure I'm fully zoomed in so that it's easier to read. So, Grimace Horror. So, I'm not great at coming up with ideas for, like, horror games, because, you know, with horror games, there's kind of, like, survival horror, which is Resident Evil type stuff, where you have, like, limited bullets, limited ammo, limited healing, all that stuff. There's also, like, you know, FNAF kind of invented a new genre of horror, which is, like, the sit and survive, I think it's called. And then there's also kind of just, like, general, I'm gonna skip this song. It's really cool. I really like this song, but it's really high energy for just talking on a notepad. So is this one. So is this one. This one's better. Okay. So, like, horror games, if you look at a lot of them, you'll kind of notice that there's a lot of them that are just chasing games. Where, you know, maybe light puzzle elements, maybe some inventory puzzles, maybe a little bit of that, but by and large, there's a lot of ones that are just kind of, you're being chased by a guy, and you gotta get away from him, right? So, my idea, I will say, spoilers, if you care about playing the game if I do release it, maybe, I don't know. If you do care about playing the game, these streams of me working on it will be massive spoilers for it, because, you know, I'm making the thing. So, without further ado, I'm gonna say, start. I want to start in a McDonald's. And you gotta, like, mash space to drink Grimace shakes. Drink as many as you can within a time limit. Like that. But then, after drinking a few, start to fade to black until fully black. So, like, you're drinking them, and then after a few, it's kind of like, oh, I'm getting sleepy. Like, the game starts flashing black almost, but, like, slowly fading before it just fully goes black. Then wake up in a concrete bunker in the woods. Maybe like a underpass type thing. Not really underpass. Just like something simple, right? Because I thought about having it be a house. But houses are hard to model. And like having it just be a jank little concrete thing is easier. Concrete bunker in the woods. Exit to find a big well. Yeah, like a well / sewer thingy that you gotta jump down. Maybe it has a purple trail leading into it. So like you'll be enticed, right, by this purple trail to enter the well. And then I'm thinking like sewer. So when you jump down, you fall into a sewer, but all the sewage is purple milkshake. Right, because it's gotta be. And I'm actually going to save this so that I can call it like Grimace horror.txt. I misspelled horror. I forgot the second R. I forgot the third R even, but that's okay. But all the sewage is purple milkshake, so it's extra spooky, right? I want to have a chase scene down in the sewer. I'm not sure how, I should do that, because I have Grimace chasing you, right? So if I have him chasing, then what I could do is I could have it like do I want the player to kind of be able to get the general layout of the sewer, or do I want them to just kind of immediately fall into the chase, right? I think there should be lead-in. So maybe after you walk through the sewer for a bit, Grimace emerges from the water and chases you. So he's gonna emerge from the water and chase you around a little. But what would, So he chases you. I feel like there needs to be something that's a trigger, right? Maybe, oh, maybe there's like a corpse in the water, right? Maybe you find a corpse in the water. Maybe, my alternative idea is that it could be a thing where it's like, oh, there's a funny little milkshake down there, right? Maybe there's a milkshake down there, and trying to pick it up initiates chase. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Chase through the sewers until here's a part where I feel like it's gonna get a little wacky because I was thinking about this last night, right? I was kind of planning this out a little because I just couldn't sleep. It was one of those very good nights where it's summer, so it was hot, but it was also hot inside the house despite having AC. And so I was just too hot to put on blankets, but I'm, you know, I'm conditioned to sleep only if I am covered in blankets. And so I can't not wear blankets when I'm in bed. But it's so warm under my blankets that I just get too hot and need to take the blankets off, and then, you know, I'm up until I actually just pass out, kinda. Chase through the sewers until... Let me actually pull up my phone, because I had... I had written this down on it a bit. I don't think I'm gonna go with my original idea on my phone, because I think it would be better for a standalone horror game, because it is kind of innovative, and I don't feel like a game about being chased by Grimace through sewers should not really be... I mean, it could be innovative, that would be cool, but I don't think... I feel like that's almost a waste of an innovative idea, right? So, yeah. So, chase through the sewers until come across a doorway. The door slams behind you, blocking Grimace out. The doorway, I'm kind of blocking some of the text, but you're just gonna have to deal with it. I could make myself actually slightly transparent. That would be kind of funny. If I make, I'm sure I could do that somehow, right? Properties, maybe? Maybe in my transform? No. Filters? I feel like I could in here somewhere, but I'll... Maybe if I do like a fancy Luma key. Oh! I mean, this kind of works, but not... I don't like that. This is too transparent. That's like hard cut off. I want to just have it be like multiplicative on the background. Image mask, maybe? No, it doesn't seem to work. That requires like an... whatever. It's funny. It's fine. The doorway leads into a cathedral with Grimace standing at the altar. So Grimace is the priest of this cathedral. So Grimace is standing at the altar. You approach Grimace, and his gaze meets yours. You approach Grimace, his gaze meets yours, and your heart begins to flutter. Just have this be a frickin', like... Have this be a frickin' fanfiction about, like, romance and Grimace. He reaches out his hand, takes you to McDonald's land. I like how this rhymes, and I kind of, because McDonald's land might be a cool idea, just like very plasticky, very plasticky styled, like forest almost. Takes you to McDonald's land. And then I feel like there should be some puzzle type thing in the McDonald's land, right? So in the McDonald's land, maybe you gotta make the perfect burger, right? Gotta make the perfect burger. Do a few jumping puzzles. I like to call them jumping puzzles because it makes me feel like I'm a freaking 2014 Minecraft adventure map maker. Instead of saying like parkour or platforming challenges, just jumping puzzles is such a good term for them. I don't know why I like it so much. Make the perfect burger, do a few jumping puzzles to get ingredients. And that would actually be cool if it's kind of, like, I've been watching a lot of, Doug streams of him playing, that game called Only Up, where it's just kind of, I don't remember the exact name of the style, but it's like, kind of an image mash, where you just find a bunch of unrelated images, and you just kind of combine them together to create, like, platforms. That, but 3D. I kind of like that idea. I think it's a really cool aesthetic choice, where you just have random objects and be like, oh yeah, there's a giant chessboard in the sky and you gotta jump across the pond, and it's like, why is there? I don't know, but it looks pretty cool, and that's all that matters. So jumping puzzles to get the ingredients, assemble them all on, like, a table for church Grimace. So Grimace takes you to McDonald's land, and he sits down at a table. Grimace then sits down at a table in McDonald's land. Assemble them all on a table for church Grimace, yep. And then, maybe, the burger slides into church Grimace. The burger slides into church Grimace's orifices. And after he closes his mouth, the sky turns black. Dun dun dun! Sky turns black. I'm gonna skip through Maney's theme, and I'm gonna skip through Maney's Rage Mode theme. What's Arnell's theme? Let's do Q Pizza's great. Let's do that one. It's just a very good. So the sky turns black. The portal to McDonald's land opens. No portals. What's gonna happen, right? What's gonna happen instead? A giant Grimace emerges from. No, not that. There's a bird outside. I just saw it out my window through the corner of my eye. Grimace levitates. I'm gonna specify evil Grimace levitates up onto the main McDonald's land island. So evil Grimace is here now. Second chase through McDonald's land. New jumping puzzle opens up, and that's the chase route. I don't know what else to call that. Chase route. Like, you're getting chased through a new jumping puzzle. Jumping on French fries and such. Excuse me. And also up here, I say make the perfect burger or meal combo, maybe. So like you can find, you know, you can find the Big Mac, the fries, and the Grimace shake. Ooh, now that's something. Maybe even have the 10-piece McNuggets in there, because I'm actually partial to the McNuggets. When I got my Grimace shake, when I got my Grimace meal, I should say, I went for the McNuggets instead of the Big Mac. I've had Big Macs in the past, they're pretty good, but the nuggies are nuggies, you know? It's hard to beat some nuggies. Second chase is through McDonald's Land, because it makes it, having it second chase through McDonald's Land makes it seem like there's one prior. So maybe the last... The last, I'm trying to think. The last, like... thing. Like, so you're running. How would the chase sequence end? Is what my current holdup is. It should end in a leap of faith, and you fall down into a Grimace kaleidoscope nightmare before quickly fading to black. Game ends on a newspaper or news channel mentioning many unsolved murders near fast food restaurant. I think that's how you spell restaurant. You can't see it, so you're not going to be able to judge me. That's one word that I genuinely have so much trouble spelling, because, like, in my head, that's how it's spelled, but it's not restaurant, it's restaurant, I think. I think this is how it is. But, like, in my head, I say, oh yeah, it's a restaurant. Restaurant. Not restaurant. Not restaurant. I don't know. Credits roll. That deserves a cool sunglasses emoticon. So, this actually seems pretty good. I'm down with this. This is 2 chase scenes and a bit of jumping puzzles. Not the hardest thing to make. In fact, decently easy for me, because I haven't made any chase scenes, but I have made jumping puzzles, and the chase would be, I think for the first chase through the sewers, that would just be a pathfinder. So I'm just gonna write some notes. First chase is a pathfinder for sewer. No jumping needed. And then the second chase is a path follow. Linear movement and floating, because this is evil Grimace. So he can fly. So here's what I'm gonna need to make. I'll actually add make/fine. I plan to do all the 3D models and like texturing and programming myself. But for things like sound effects and music, I can make my own. I'm not very good at it, and I know that, like, practicing something is how you get better at it, but music is just something where it's just what I've kind of decided is I'm not great at 3D modeling, and I'd rather become better at 3D modeling than become better at music, at least right now. You know, maybe in the future when I'm decent at 3D modeling, I'll be able to say like, alright, now I'll practice music, but until then, find music, 2 chases, cathedral, choir, and then maybe, forest ambience, diner ambience, / jazzy restaurant music, and then for McDonald's Land, I want to have like bubbly fantasy music for that, for like the general part of that. So there's that. And then make Grimace model. Yep. I don't know how to do... I've never done faces before, like with lips. So I'm gonna have to try to figure that out. I'll need to look into that, and like also sculpting, because I just kind of hard model things, which that does work, but sculpting seems to be pretty frequently used, especially for very organic characters, which Grimace is kind of very organic and round. So make Grimace model, actuating mouth, and arms, and legs, and run animation. Make Grimace jump scare, because you gotta have the jump scare for when you die. Oh, I also need to find jump scare sound. Find water splashing sounds. Water splashing sounds for the sewer, some footsteps, jumping / landing. Maybe like a correct ding thing for when you're like assembling the meal, and it's like, oh, ding, you got one out of 3. Pick up sound for picking up things. Maybe a drinking sound for that opening area. And then oh, I need to make player hand model. I only need the one, I think, because I really think it would be funny to have Grimace like actually take you by the hand and lead you to McDonald's Land. And so I need the player to have a hand for that, and then also like when you grab the milkshake and the and like the burger and stuff for assembling the meal, then I can have it, you know, appear like in your hand, right, instead of just kind of being in the corner of the screen. So I could do that. Whose song is this? Ah, Chris. That makes sense. So I can do that. If I make the player hand, that wouldn't be too hard. I need to make sewer grid set. It's like a tile set for those who know what that is, but it's for 3D stuff, and that shouldn't be too difficult to make. I might need to refresh myself and look it up a bit. Hi Ted, how's it going? So I need to make that sewer grid set, and then I need to make cathedral model. That one shouldn't be too difficult. I'm just thinking big vaulted ceilings. Big vaulted ceilings with pews. I think that's how you spell it. E.B. Bear, are you sleepy? So cathedral, then I should probably make all the food items for McDonald's Land. Make big hamburger. If you're so sleepy, then how about you go take a nap? Got him. Big French fries. Big, like, sheath for fries. Big milkshake. Big pop cup. Whatever they are. And then I could also have big nuggies. Big dipping sauce. You would, but you want to support me? Well, thank you. So, big hamburger, big French fries, big sheaths for the fries. I could do big ice cream. Big ice cream. Maybe big, I already have dipping sauce. I think that's probably enough variants. Then, so sewer grid. Oh, I should make forest. Make trees for forest and well model. Make bunker model. And then, oh, I need to make, like, the interior for, the starting McDonald's. So, I'm thinking that might just be, like, kind of a top-down view of, like, a table, right? So, table, chairs, floor, maybe a little. And then, small milkshake model for that. And then I think that should be mostly it. Yeah. If he has... So, wake up, and this is where table, chairs, floor, and small milkshake come in. Then concrete bunker in the woods. That's where the bunker in the trees and the forest and the well come in. Fall into the sewer, and that's where the sewer grid set is. Grimace emerges from the water. Grimace model, I have that written down. And there's also milkshake, which will be up here too. Oh, I need to make the doorway, but... So I'll add that into the cathedral. Tiny wooden door leading into it. So the altar, I should probably add that in too, just so that I can separate, because I can have the big cathedral and just have it be empty and then populate it with like pews and stuff. So I can add in big stage and altar. And then he reaches out his hand, takes you to McDonald's Land. Sits down at a table that can just be a reused asset. I think McDonald's Land would just be like you're standing on a giant burger, and then like there's a bunch of just different jumping puzzles just around you. Make perfect burger. Yep. I need to make a grabbing system, but that's not too horribly difficult. Maybe I have it be linear, so that, like... No, I won't make it be linear. I'm just gonna make it so that you can only hold one thing at a time, but can grab them in any order. Because the concern with that is that somebody's gonna go grab the burger, and then without putting it on the table, they're gonna go grab the milkshake. But, like, if you do that, that sucks. Ooh, a labyrinthine complex of play place tunnels. That's a... Maybe? So what if... Okay, here's the question. What if that's what I do instead of the sewers, maybe? I do like the idea of having just a giant labyrinthine complex of play place tunnels. The sewer part is mostly based off of the funny memes that have aroused from it. Like, yeah, Infinite McDonald's Play Place Tunnel sounds like a freaking SCP, I think. But the sewers thing comes from the funny memes where people die from the Grimace shake. Where, like, one that really just sticks in my head is one where, like, a guy is face down in a river just floating down it. And so that's kind of like what the sewers was based on. It is horrifying. But yeah, I actually really like the idea of the play place tunnel instead. Music is a bit loud. I'll turn it down. It's a bit loud in my headphones, actually. I was just kind of dealing with it. I assume this is probably better, because I see it at like -30. Very nice. So, maybe instead of having this like weird concrete bunker, I'm gonna do funny Python commenting that out, but instead of sewer. So you pass out at the table, and then you just, I'm trying to think of how to lead into the play place tunnels, because I could see it being a thing of like, I could see it being maybe like, because in the play places they have those big square things. Yeah, like the hubs that they have, where it's where, yeah. Here, I'm actually gonna see if I can find like an image of play places. Where's my mouse? There it is. McDonald's play place. Okay. So, like, with this, right? Like, kind of one of these type things, where it's just a big square. Let me see if I can find a better image. But, like, one of these is kind of what I'm thinking, where it's this, like, the tower type thing, with the mesh walls. Just kind of, I kind of see those as, like, the main hubs of the play place. Look, there he is! There's Grimace! It might. Although what I could do also is, because for the outside of it, right, like a tube junction. That could also work. I do think it would be cool to have windows in the tubes, because, you know, that the windows are pretty common. But just those just show like I could generate a skybox. That's just tubes for as far as the eye can see. Just be like, oh wow, this really is, what is this, some kind of infinite play place? I don't know, that might be cool. But yeah, having it be, I could do like an 8-way hub type thing. No, not 8. Maybe just like one of the big balls is where you start. You wake up in a play place tube zone. And there's a chase there that leads to the cathedral. And then down here where I say that, make the play place grid set, I want a straight tube, curved tube. I think I can rotate things. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can rotate things about the y-axis in Godot grid stuff, so rotating it, I only need to make one. So straight, curved, maybe slope up, slope up and slope down are the same thing. Window balls, dead end balls, because I feel like having it just go to a, I feel like window balls should be the dead ends. Window ball dead ends, maybe straight tube with window on the side. I think starting in the ball would to show off the labyrinth. Yeah, that would be, especially if it's something where it's like you kind of go, like you start looking at it and then you got to go through the tunnel and then you actually like turn around and then go into it. Straight tube with window on the side. I could also just have it be like a void that this play place is inside of. Or like I could have a cool, like almost scary. I forgot to switch back to showing notepad. But like, the Earthbound thing where it's like the background of the fights is like a weird shader texture that's like moving and warping. I could do that as the skybox. The play place skybox is possible. It would be a bit difficult. What I need to do is I need to probably find a way to, I don't know. I need to like find a way to randomly generate it, and that might be a bit of a pain. So maybe I do just warping behind a play place. What do you mean by that? Like you teleport behind the play place? Like you're outside of the play place and you're looking at it when you wake up or something? Earthbound texture as a... Yeah, like through the windows, like the skybox is, the skybox would be the warping thing, not the actual play place. The play place would just be kind of normal, but like, if you look through the windows, you'd see the rest of it, but then also just like some weird stuff going on. So straight tube with windows on the side, windows on the sides. Oops. Windows on the sides. So straight, curved, slope up, window balls. Oh, I need 3-way junctions, 4-way junctions. 3-way junctions, 4-way junctions. I feel like I should have some verticality, but also with just the slopes. I think the slopes would probably be enough verticality. Or actually, how do they do verticality in the real play places? Because they do have, you know, big slopey tubes. Okay, this like spiral thing might be. So curved upwards, maybe? So, curved slope up. Then I could also see like this type of thing where I'm not sure what's inside of this one exactly, but like these where it's, you know, there's a thing here and then you gotta jump up here and then you gotta jump up here and then you gotta jump up here. I don't know what to call this, but like maybe those things where you jump up the little levels and it's a square. Platforming segments, yes. I do have many jumping puzzles planned for this game. I don't want to have too much jumping. Actually, I might maybe not do those. Maybe not do this ones for the first chase, because I want it to be kind of like a maze-like thing. I want it to be a maze-like thing. And so, for Grimace to follow you, I could have it where he's jumping, but having it just be a simple, like, basically path follower towards you, that's much easier to do with the curved slopes and the, and all this other stuff. So I'm gonna remove this. Because the second chase, where you're actually doing the platforming, would be much more linear. It would be much more linear, and then also Grimace would just be levitating because he's evil and all-powerful and magical and scary. So I think this is all I need for that. So I have that part done. Chase through the play place until you come across a doorway. The door slams behind you, blocking Grimace out. Leads to a cathedral with Grimace standing at the altar. So that's, yep, big stage and altar. You approach Grimace and his gaze meets yours. Takes you to McDonald's land. The hands model artwork there. I can just do a simple animation in Godot for having his hand, him reach out his hand. Gotta make the perfect burger. So that would just be a grabbing system, but for the actual ingredients, I think I just take the big versions that are scattered about and make a smaller model, and just shrink them down to use for this. He eats the burger and closes his mouth. Sky turns black, that would just be a sky shader thing. Evil Grimace shows up. That's just the Grimace model again. And it's just the same jumping puzzle platforms, jumping on french fries and such. And then Grimace Kaleidoscope Nightmare. That would just be reusing all the stuff that I've made for this, pretty much. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all that I need. like, this is all the assets that I need to make or find. And actually, I'm gonna delete these, because I don't care too much for the bunker in the forest idea. And then for programming /systems, I need to make platformer movement, which for the astute viewer would know that I already made back when I did that big Chungus thing. Platformer movement, then grabbing and interacting system. Grimace Pathfinder. That's really mostly it. There's some like object detection and stuff, and like flags that I need to trigger. Oh, I need to, I want to do like stupid little starting minigame thing. That one should be very easy to make. Especially if it's literally just mashing the space bar, like I'm kind of planning it to be. So yeah, so basic movement, grabbing and interacting, that one's a little hard. The grabbing and interacting is going to be the hardest part, and even that, I've done it before, and I could reuse that code if I really needed to, but I think the code that I've already written would be honestly too complex for this game, I feel like. So, Grimace Pathfinder, flag, stupid little starting minigame thing, I'll just add for the sake of getting everything. Grimace Path Follower. And then also in the platform movement, I'll add in cutscene override. With cutscene override. And then yeah, I think that's kind of it. I think that's kind of all I need to do, and I'm at 69 lines, which is pretty epic. Let's see, full movement, grabbing for the food and drinks and stuff in the McDonald's land. Grimace Pathfinder for the chase through the pipes. Flags for just when you like walk through the door, when you walk up to the altar, when you give the ingredients or the meal, whatever, to Table Grimace. Starting a little mini game, that's easy. Grimace Path Follower, that's also really easy. The hardest part would be laying out the path. But I think that's kind of it. I think that's all I'd need to like do. And then all the models are accounted for, and sound effects should be good here. I could also find like some small stuff later on if I need it. Oh, I need to sadly make it not 69 lines and add in sky shader. And I'm actually gonna add wacko sky shader just to really drive home just how odd it is. But yeah, I think this is a pretty complete plan, design document, if you will. So I'm not gonna do any of the actual work today. I'm planning to do that next stream. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday, I'm not sure yet. But got it all planned out, and so next stream can just be jumping straight into like testing out sound effects, doing 3D modeling. I'm actually like excited to make the play place models, and I'm excited to turn them into like a grid thing so I can just lay out that stuff. I actually will add, I'm gonna add in randomized coloring for play place tunnels, which would basically just amount to having like 5 different materials, use a for loop to assign them all. That one's not too difficult to do. I could also just have different colored ones to begin with, and that would probably lead to like less lag or something, but yeah, I probably should actually just have different colors. Maybe just make multiples and have them be different color. Because this I could see generating a lot of like lag when you load in. But yeah, I think that's pretty much. I think that's pretty much all for this stream. So I am hungry because I haven't eaten yet today, and I think I am going to go make some pizza rolls. Let me just pause that. Atsukno? What? I see Kano in there, but what's Atsu? I don't understand what you're trying to tell me, Ted. I wouldn't... Yeah, I wouldn't get it. But yeah. You'll explain later? Good. I want to move myself over to the left side before I forget. There we go. Fake VTuber fan? Yeah. Yeah. I won't deny that. But yeah. Thanks for coming out, Ted. And thanks for anybody that may be watching this in the future. I'm going to go eat now. Catch y'all later.